Hi, my name is Theodore Cottingham with the School of God in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. A simple man that believes God will teach you directly as God has taught me directly. I am. That I am is a race and not a being, an entity that has removed itself from you. But we are all a race of gods. No matter if you capitalize it or not, no matter what name you attribute it to, or call it, or worshiped have it in the past as. I ask you to be God, coming into the knowledge of one, that you are not separate. And all of the mountains of information, data, and experience, emotional or not, is crumbling now. And the revelation of God to be it is now in your might and your presence. And you might be it. Or are you willing to ask the right questions? And are you willing to be used of God, no more to be separate? Will you no more serve a God that commands you to worship it and have your energy? Want your monies? Command your lifestyles? I am worshiping God, not. I have become it through the knowledge of one that I have gained this way, speaking the word I am to I am, be becoming I am. You see, I am is all encompassing. And I am is not just a consciousness of estrangement. I am is the creator's race of one who creates it, you see. I ask you to be God in God's school, if you will. Create it in you because it is in you, whether you want it or not. You are not separate from God. And God's school is in you if you will have no cohabitation of other. I'm not symbiotic with God, nor worshiping it, a creation of Almighty other. I am God in Two Shoes Cottingham, a simple man in Eureka Springs that claims no special powers over you or unto you, but coming to you as a simple surrendered me. To teach you, you are God. To learn this way you can. As I speak, I learn. I'm speaking surrenderedly. I'm not a message memorizing, nor a preconditioned format, nor public opinion wanting your endorsement. I am God, one in flesh, returned I am. To be it, I am. You who will be it too. So I'm learning how to do this, how to be this, how to surrender to who I am, and come out of the race of folly that I have been in for 72 years. and creating a new one I am. Who love is, who will be following me, not, but becoming me. Who I am, a race of, a consciousness of one that creates creation all over again. And the new promised land is me, who will be it in your mirror to learn God, talking to you this day, with you this way, to come through you that you are creating me I am. So I am is not a race afar off. It's you who will creators be, creating me, God one, using that name because you understand it. But God was God before a construct of that noun was even named in your language. I ask you to be thinking new thoughts and be willing to surrender, to be the powers you have using no more against you or each other. I ask you to love me. Love in two shoes, your name, right here across your forehead. Will you consider that you have been dumbed down by religion, by language, by experience, by education that taught you you are a worm separate from God, or you must have this or that, do this or that a certain way, abide by certain rules, and be under certain authorities? I ask you to be he who is under no more. I ask you to be she. I am a race of wombers who have a womb, you see, from my word. And my word begets me, for my word is not separate from yours, that begets you as me too. And there will be many, and thousands shall come to Eureka Springs to study. Where in the world will you stay, oh God? Or will you change everything here? Or will you not shut God out of you again to remain at the base of your mountain, hollowing a far distance from? I see you as God, a race of light beings, people of love who change the planet now. And this is my time to tell you so. This is my time. I rise up against the eagle's knot, but I listen to love speak through me, being me. I create no other, for I am the creator's I am, and creation school exists now. It's in Eureka Springs, not accredited by you who want to control me. I'm not interested in your accreditation, your standards, the way you dumb people down, give them food to eat, not but crumbs from a master's table, not but thought, land. When I'm your promised one in your mirror, the promised land is within you. And curiosity stomps it out of you not. But I ask you to increase your willingness to discover who you are. and being one unafraid, will you fear no more being you? The real you coming into existence that has powerlessness, not again one of your tenets to live by. I'm no more the foundation of your suffering and your commandments, or your books of your law, rites, rituals. I'm no more the words you choose to live by. You chose to live by yours not. You chose, so many of you, to live by others. And you live by their emotions, their experience, their word patterns. And light gave you theirs that darkness was. And you emitted light rays to each other in darkness that knew no sin not, but was it the very essence of, because it darkened your temple and estranged you from me, who light was. The real one emerges now because the message is here, reborn. The message that you are God, if you will be it, and you've never been separate in your life, except the moments you hold you in separation. And you're still not, but you're God, using my power to be you, or God's power, or who is God. Most High, are you asking the right questions? Will discovery you come into? Will the righteousness you be of no other? Will the right words you pronounce the right way? Not will you be becoming the surrendered me. The education of one happens internally, you see. I ask you to discovery be about yourselves, who Christ is. No more seeking a man to come or a man to be other, submitted by his words or his miracles. I ask you to do your own and be who I am. Be who I am is raising a nation of peace lovers throughout the planets. And be the simple me's, who I am are a race of light beings, not committed to terror, terrorizing each other again with fear mongering, wanting to control you and bash your pocket books. I create my own. I create sinners, not. I devastate the sinnering system. And those who tell you you must be a sinner and saved by God should come under his grace is no more here. That world is crumbling and has crumbled under the weight of its sin, its estrangement causing in its followers. But I ask you to be God coming alive. I ask you to be God on your feet. I ask you to be religion no more inundated by that symbolism and its icons, its practices, and its foment that it torments each other with. You see, to begin learning from God directly, you begin by letting a new thought take hold of you no more. But you beginning to see that you might have been arrogant. You may have been duped. You may have been naive, gullible. Or were you just the prodigal God? Will you return to the place you were? Not again. I am asking you to come into the new me, the new land, and the promised child be you, who was and is to come, finally here, growing up. You see, it's a path, it's a progression. It's a lifelong institution, not under, but one who comes through your words, for the words are the seed that grows you, your tree of life, into existence, so that you're not subject to it. You defeat death, oh God. You become a new being, a new creation, a new birth. Holy grail of other not again seeking. I'm no more wanting your crown, for I deliver light. And what you do with it, these words through, depends on you. For you will take them and eat them, not, or is this manna from heaven this day for you? To learn to eat by yourselves, not, but for yourselves to grow up each other in a community of terror, not again. I ask you to be Christ, not. I ask you to be you now, who's healing a nation. And I'm in America first. And I begin my ministry, not, it was begun long ago. But through the cross I came. Not, or did I ascend before I was ever born in you? Or is there no new birth that leaves you the same? Will you come unto a being of light, the knowledge of, to be ascended you, the master of no other? Will you simply have the language that needs no syllables? Are you learning a new law? Not, but love transcends all. Love transcendent is. Love, no more molecular bound by. Will you love love? Will you begin learning from you this way? Where you sit and surrender with a pen in your hand and a yellow tablet and begin writing longhand my words that come to you this way as you're listening to mine, as you're creating mine. My mind will you create in you. God's as God forsaking it no more. For the mind of God is cursed by you no more. To be the dumbed down human of you. I have said much already in just a few minutes. Are you willing to listen more? Are you willing to subscribe to my words? Are you willing to do new things and be in a school that teaches people to be who you really are? And before time, you are again. Are you creating the new promised land without a witness of other tormenting you? No matter what you experienced in the past, will you become the exponential me and experience things commensurate with your love? Will you do the miracles now? Will you be the miracle working God, serving no other? Or will you all serve each other this way because all are God emerging a race as light beings that begin to torment each other no more, but being the surrendered us, we gracious are. We know how to love, treat love. and we begin our brethren healing, or our sisters too? Or will there be no division anymore upon us, labeled as your divisiveness with? Will you no more think me a white man? I'm black not, or am I you? The gray matter not controlling you again. Will you live love, O God? Will you come unto the definitions of me and learn your own through your own words? You see, I learned to write first with a pen on yellow tablet for years, for months. And then, as my words flowed, as I began to write, I would write a phrase, and the next one would come within me, my palace of light. I didn't know what it was. I just called it thought land, or thought. Thoughts upon my brain, thoughts in my brain, thoughts in my spirit. What did I know? I simply yielded to be light, a vessel of, not knowing its name, was I am that I am. I just called it God because it was ambiguous, because I didn't know any better. I began my path, and I ask you to begin your path this day that leads to God being it, not worshiping another. So that God has a mind not controlled by you and your neurons, your stupidity, or your wisdom. No matter what you've been educated by, I ask you to come into the real you. And the path of justice be where you exonerate you from all sin, shame, suffering, torment of each other, and all that you have done to this world and its inhabitants. And I ask you to be a new one, bringing to shame no more, but creating it within your mind. Who creates me is me. Who creates love is love, not bashing it again in your words, your minds, your hammers off. You see, it's a simple man, it's a simple person who rejoices as God now is known, the knowledge of, to refute it no more. I ask you to be God in suffering no more, but in school. I ask you to school you in the school of God, if you will. The school of God is inside of you, and I take this message everywhere. I'm invited everywhere. I go everywhere I am. For many are me, and women will be hurt no more by you men who want inequality to rule you by not, but rule them. I change it all. And patriarchy, I'm not asunder again. I'm not under that mess. For I'm no more ruled by my neurons, me of. I'm no more the mechanical means of you pulling out your words to give me reality. For I see mine inside of me. And the new birth me is now birthed. And it's my time to tell you, I am. You who love me becomes me. You who the cross go through no more as sorrow does, but one who came through it, I did. Not, or am I asking you to be the present me accounted for in the real you? Will you heal each other and see no division between your races? Will you heal each other and seek law no more to be the rites and rituals of the dumbed down? Will you naive no more be about your purpose? God, will you create one? Will you be? You are the creation that creates me, you see. I didn't create you in separation, have a relationship of sorrow with you where you would beg for light, money, healing. This is not obedience school. This is leadership school. And leadership takes terror no more into its veins to distribute, to eat on its manifest. I'm no more. Your plane's on. Or am I vectors changing? Or light from gravity's existence? No more being. Or am I changing at all? Do you know? Molecular faith no more. Do you know the light? Will come into you not, but you're it. Well, the creation of the creator, you create now the existence of creation all over again. And be no fool for justice other. You see, I am asking a new race to come into existence that's dumbed down no more with your religions, no matter what they were teaching, who they honored or delighted, the controllers of. I ask you to be God in purpose, and you can surrender to be it, and no one can take it from you nor prevent it. For you are the light. You are the light of this world. Your mind works over you no more to take it from you. The divisiveness is no more there if you will be taught by teaching you who you are. The word is the seed, the tree of life goes begging no more for a sorrow institution of, to give it some of its thought. I am no more the begging in your streets. I heal God to be it. Or do I bring the language of faith no more, but the language that's within that needs no syllables? But you draw from your own experience, your own language, your own diction and grammar as the words come up. And you feel them not, or am I experiencing something? Experiencing this as I speak? Are you understanding the word of the Lamb that flows to teach you? Religion is no more the answer. It never was. But God is who I am. Say it is. You who say it, believe it not unto death again. Will you understand? These terms no more rule you. For I have my definitions, me of. And I'm a simple man in Eureka Springs. Started a school I have for God to be it. And decrease religion not, but abolish it from this earth, this planet. For the planet's within you not, or is God a master of ceremonies no more that destructs it? Will you no more take you to death and submit so willingly? Will you defeat death? The last curse? The last enemy? Will you defeat ignorance? Will you come into the discovery of you? Will you no longer be afraid of being an explorer in the promised land that's within you? Will you love each other? Will you love you first enough to promise you no other existence than the truth be of? The Truthlandites, simply truth seeking nowhere else outside of you. But in you all truth is, for you to be a vessel of a vassal no more. I ask you to be lords, no more seeking the overlords of. And the Lord God theory will no more be here because I am teaching God to be it. this way because I have words. To prove it, I do. Your miracles not, or will you do them now? As I seek no other but the willing to be the faithful to God, to be it a race of who's coming back home, not to do the works limited to you, but I am the present me. You see, we are light now, not distributed according to folly's words. And followers will no more be here. If you're me in this school, you, leadership, will arise in you. You take you through it, you see. You take you through this school to leadership be, led by no other. Or will we all be the congregation of the righteous, seeking no more or needing no religious terms? Will you be the communities of peace that transcend heaven? The thoughts of? Will you be there healing it inside you first, between your ears? Your mind is God's grace of no other seeking. So this has been good. A lesson on light. A lesson in light. You being it. God identified as one in your mirror this day, I hope you see. That you will rejoice and see the teaching method I am of that teaches I am to be it. A race of light learners that begs the question of no other, for there's no begging here allowed. I create creators, school rejoices, and the moment's me, and I am forever one, in love with love. So what have I said? What have I done? What have I exhibited before you? What have I given you the example of? Giving you the example of this day for you to be you, to come into your power, know your words, write your words, be limited to no others, create the creator's me, you see, is my message. I ask you to be the real you. I ask you to be in leadership of you, to not be led by law nor the thinking of man again. I ask you to be women in peace, who leaderships a nation, and the promised land will be it, who created. And the creation's me, getting created all over again, you see, are the ones I am. And one will be many, and all one mind of will heal each other. Heal each other's children. And every color, race, tribe, and tone will be no more divisive about it. And religion will have conquered and light won. Not. But I tell you this, light will be devastated no more by love that loves law first. For I am one. I appoint you. I commission you. I love you. And I commission your love to come forth. Or am I calling you to be the one I am? Calling you to be God and serve no other. Calling you to be light and divest yourselves from it no more. But be the one who flows me, the flowing me that regards me as me, and begin to grow up in the realm of God's to be it. My name is Theodore Cottingham, and Eureka Springs with the School of God. My website, theodorcottingham.com for now. I live love, and I ask you to also. Love you enough to pick up your pen, your pencil, whatever writing utensil you have. Begin as you can. Begin by discovery. Begin by surrender. Listening to these words. See what they are saying. And see now what we are saying to each other in the mind of one, so that your mind comes forth, not conglomerated with error, terror, or misbehaved light. I ask you to love each other and love you first, and understand your power, grace, and beauty to be the real you. For you are beautiful. And I love you all. And love is coming forth. And I'm in America first. So consider a new thought this day. I have taught you for years this way. But I come into a new light now, a new love, a new body. Or am I yours? Amorphous will we be? Will you change what you think God is and what you do with those thoughts? I'm asking you to let thought no more rule you, but let light, love, peace be still no more, but in motion. Feel this energy. Feel my love. Feel what I admire about you. Not feel that I am you when you look at each other. So see law not again dividing us. Write the real words of the kingdom of light day by day. Study the school, study these words, study the light, and live law no more. Crown you with loving kindness and be the one I serve no more. Serve each other love, kindness, and beauty of the beast will no more be here. But you will write the name of terror on your forehead no more to divide us. I change it all, and I light love. My witness has gone forth and grows a mighty army of light lovers who conquer the land not, but grows a new one, the promised land opening I am to each and every one who will be me, themselves the real I am us. Okay, it's all for today. Or is it all for now? Or are you changing what you click on this day, or what you watch, or what entertainment you have, or what ideas no more conquer you? Will you see love in you coming forth through your words to heal people, healing you first? Will you see the knowledge, the revelation of the Lamb of Light being you who grows it up beyond Christ? Yes. Beyond the Bible, beyond all law, and all the prophets of doom. And all their teaching will no more conquer us. For we live our words, the energy of, and the field of his will no more conquer us. For we are light, love, and we reproduce who we are in love, light, and joy. School 1B. Okay. Still learning how to do the live stream, you see. I'm learning how to be the lamb, no more conquered by you religionsites. I'm simply love, and here I go. See you later, love.